Yesterday, Mekhi Becton kind of went down and was limping off the field. It did not look good, but they were optimistic. More bad news today, though. Mekhi Becton has suffered an avulsion fracture of the right kneecap. He's going to see a second opinion tomorrow, but he is likely out for the year. That's the second straight year now, Mekhi Becton, the gigantic left tackle for the Jets, will have missed, and that's obviously bad news for the Jets, the bad news for Zach Wilson. How do you read this situation, Ryan?
We were on NFL radio last night on SiriusXM when this news kind of broke and how they thought it might be a little worse than expected. A guy that size,
just massive individual,
just the mass to somebody like that. Injuries are compounded. Unfortunately, for a guy who's incredibly powerful, like it's a huge loss. They asked me to kind of place on a hierarchy of where it is in terms of disappointment, and it's big. He was going to be a big part of shoring up that offensive line, because if he's not able to protect Zach Wilson in his second year, Zach Wilson is not going to be able to utilize all those weapons that they've placed around him now out there. So you hope that this doesn't diminish the product much, but when you look at the size, the strength, the athleticism of a guy like that, this is going to be a difficult mountain to climb now with the process. They already, had unrealistic expectations on this team, I believe. It's still the Jets. We've talked about this before, right? Year two into the 3-year ritual they have every year or every 3 years, right? New head coach, new quarterback, and boom, boom, boom.
But I think it was okay, and certainly warranted to have some expectations this year.
Yes.
Second year, Zach Wilson did show some promise kind of near the end. Loaded with offensive weapons. Second year, Robert Saleh, good defense. I think it was okay for them to think maybe we could go 7-10 or 8-9, but this is a huge loss.
It is. It's a big loss. So
Dwayne Brown's got to be on line one, right?
He is. He was there. He was there for the white and green game the other day. Yeah. Guy started all 17 weeks last year. He's been a mainstay. He's old.
He's older.
He's older.
Yeah.
He's older, right? He's not 46 or anything like that.
Old.
I do think, though, if there are some general managers out there need a guy that come in to kind of chase Daniel it this year, I could do that.
You need a camp arm?
Yeah, I could throw in camp, and then I could be there for the entirety of the year and just be there. I don't even have to be the backup. I could be the third string guy. I could be there to help anybody along, throw during practices.
Which
and
team
like that.
was it that just basically paid, was it Josh
McNown?
McCown?
I believe it was Philadelphia.
To be the fourth guy.
It was
to just stay at home, you're on standby in case something happens.
Yeah, I'll do that for $1 million.
I think that's a bargain,
right?
Really.
I mean, if my agent does a good job, maybe I'll get athletes first as my agent, and I'll get 10 times more than I probably should.